It's that time again. What's going on, everybody? Eric Taylor, Taylor to You Coaching. I'm back with the moonlight so bright. Continuing my Moon Through the House series. All right. So today, or this evening, yeah, you know I got the green moon in the second house. So what are we talking about here? What does it mean, right? Well, you know the moon, your emotions, your feelings, your mind, your reactions, right? This is your nurturing and caring. It's your mom, family, all right? Your feelings, your intuitive sensibility, you know, how you know, the moon is like that Netflix and chill, right? Not everyone sees your moon. It's the engine in the car, it's the bedroom in the house. So when you have it here in the second house of your values and your family assets, your speech, right? This is the house of Taurus, Venus, the toddler. It's your five senses, sort of like your father's legacy, family assets, how you can make money, right? This will be your food, the food intake that you have as a baby, right? Your survival, okay? So when we're looking at this placement, we're really, we're kind of like dealing with someone, male or female, that your mom, since it represents your mom, she'll be more, she could be, you know, into business. She could be very kind of grounded and practical, more prudent. Now the sign does matter, right? You know, the moon's at home in Cancer, exalted in Taurus, right? So that means it falls in Scorpio and it's debilitated in Cancer, right? In Capricorn and its detriment. But remember, the moon likes being in all the earth signs because the moon is closer to the earth. So even in Taurus, exalted, Virgo, and Capricorn, the emotions are more balanced, right? Remember, the moon kind of shifts every 2.5 days, and it waxes and wanes, right? And then in your progress moon, so it switches every 2.5 years, right? We'll go to a new sign and a new house, okay? And you know, you gotta hit me up, taylor2coaching@gmail.com, and I can explain these things to you better and give you that, I'm kicking knowledge to get you to college, to increase your self-worth, because that's what this is about too, right? And you'll get your self-worth through the mom, but following your father's wishes. So mom will be more traditional. She'll be like, well, your dad said, when your dad comes home from work, you know, not saying that she won't be a professional too in work, because she most likely will. And the sign placement will kind of tell you the story of your mom here, you know. But you're gonna want to follow your family legacy and your father's legacy, you know. Let me move up a little bit here. Hopefully you see me good in the camera. But you know what I mean? You're gonna really want to follow the family legacy, okay? So you can have a very melodic, creative sensibility. You could be a very good singer, okay? You might be a good chef. You could be the type of person that kind of doesn't have to follow a recipe. You cook by your senses, your smells, your feel. You know, you just know how to cook stuff. Whether your mother or father taught you, but you just have this like magic of knowing how to cook, knowing how to nurture, care. Your money and self-worth can kind of fluctuate until the moon's gonna mature more. You know, like I said, 2.5 years, you know, in the progressed moon. So it's gonna start to really mature more between 35, 38. 36, you might be like, okay, I'm a little bit better with my feelings and my emotions, and I'm more stable, you know. And then also, even in terms of your savings, I'm not saying you can't make money, because you'll be able to intuitively make it. But in terms of saving your money, it'll get better usually after 34 to 36, okay? And I've seen a lot, people here, they can be child therapists, teach children, art, music. They can be very good writers, songwriters too, okay? Musicians, singers. And it's opposing the 8th house, sort of trining the 6th and the 10th. So you can have issues in the marriage. There can be, sometimes you can see conflicts and divorce. And I would say more so if it's, second house Cap Moon, or second house Scorpio Moon, maybe some of the air sign moons. But you also can be very interested in the occult, astrology, secrets, and you'll want to kind of dig deep and investigate your partner, right? Because think about the 8th house, right? And your mind, your emotional mind, it actually can handle the trauma and crises pretty well. But you'll be very curious to know, like, what's your partner doing, what they're thinking. Like, you could definitely be kind of all up in the cookie jar. I'm not saying you're going to go through their cell phone, but I'm saying. But also, you could be a very intuitive healer. You could be into medical astrology, the metaphysics, Reiki. You can see good massage therapists here. Astrologer, numerologist, tarot card, be really good with the tarot. Even a CSI detective, FBI, you can figure out, like, be a medium, like, figure out cases and do different things. Maybe you work with crystals and gems, because remember, the second house is about collecting things. So you might like to collect rare ancient crystals or herbs. You probably, maybe you sell doTERRA. And then, for your career, your emotions and sensibility and feelings are going to be a big aspect of it. And so that can give you really good insight. You could be you could be a pretty decent, like, stockbroker. Maybe how to invest in different things, and you go by feel. Maybe you went to Wharton Business School, but maybe you didn't, and you just know it. You got your Series 7, you're just like, yo, I got this, whatever. This is definitely an interesting placement. You have to watch out, because if you have negative teachings from the mother, or in terms of following the father's aspects, you can go down some wrong roads, and you could definitely get into some, you could receive an inheritance, maybe from the mom, but you can get into some, bad issues in marriage, divorce, even affairs, but also maybe not always get along with the in-laws, And it just depends on the placement in the sign, if, like, this is Libra, it can be, just kind of all emotional about relationships and can never be along. If it's in Sagittarius, it can be a little dogmatic, for the Scorpio ascendant, or just very preachy and loving to, emotionally connect with people that have the same beliefs as you, The Gemini moon, you could be super duper, like Taurus ascendant, Gemini moon here. And also, you want to look at, when you're looking at the chart, you want to look at, no matter what, let's say this second house is, you want to look where is, if your moon's here, but you want to look at where's Cancer in the chart, right? So if Cancer's in the 5th house, okay, and you're the Pisces ascendant, you've got the Aries moon in the 2nd house. So, you're going to be very assertive and impulsive and aggressive about about starting your own business, or maybe sports, or be really super intuitive about your art gallery and your painting and what music you play and create. So you really want to know all the aspects, and you want to get your chart done. Okay, when you're trying to understand a planet through each house, you also need to really know how it's communicating with the rest of the chart. It all matters. Okay, so you holler at your boy, get that green money. Hopefully my Jets make that money this year, start winning. Even though I'm a Steeler fan first, don't ever forget it. All right, Steelers, then the Jets. Even though I'm a native New Yorker, don't eat the porker. The moon in the second house, you're kind of like a hawk, yeah. But calm down with your emotions, and hopefully, you got good teachings and your mind is emotionally balanced from mom and dad. And you're gonna probably want to follow your father's legacy. But your mom could still be a very big influence. A lot of people grow up with single mothers, Your mom could be, the BOSS, no stress. So I'm sure you can sing, you could probably cook, male or female, and you'll be able to save the money a little bit better after 36. I promise. Now, if you got Mars and Pluto in there, other stuff could happen, but in general, for this placement, this is what I'm telling you. Okay? Thank you. I hope you enjoy this series. I'm going to try to start focusing more, and I got to finish up Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, and then I'll do Venus through the houses, since you guys voted. Please watch my lives. I try to come on every Wednesday or Thursday, and maybe I'll try to do one on the weekend. But Eric Taylor, Taylor 2 Coaching. I enjoy dropping jewels on you guys and sharing and exchanging, and I love in the lives talking to you and answering your questions. And just hit me up directly. Check out the website. I'm going to put some upgrades on there in the next few weeks, but and I got some new photos, taylor2coaching.com, but email me directly, taylor2coaching@gmail.com. We'll get you all straight. All right? Moon in the second house. Next we'll go into the third house. The moon likes to fluctuate. The third house is about mobility, so, and that's my placement. So, all right, moon in the second house. And don't be so moody. Try to work on your values and self-worth. And really tap into nature and your five senses. That will help you. It will help you through life. All right? I promise. All right, moon in the second house. You are lit up. Shine bright. Righteousness. Eric Taylor, Taylor 2 Coaching. Peace.